been a busy week in Washington with revelations the wife of Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas pushed to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Supreme Court confirmation hearings for Miami-raised Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson were held, and President Biden is meeting with other world leaders about the war in Ukraine. CBS News chief political analyst John Dickerson joins us to talk about all of these events. He's in for Face the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan this Sunday.
So much going on, John. Let's talk about first those text messages. What's the larger story from this and any other evidence in that January 6th investigation right now?
Well, the larger story is about American trust in the Supreme Court. This is something Chief Justice John Roberts has written about and said he worries about. Why is that at issue here? Well, there was a case that came up before the Supreme Court about whether the January 6th committee investigating that insurrection could look at the White House materials related to the insurrection. Well, included in that materials were these texts. So these texts were about something that the Justice Thomas, was ruling on. Usually, judges who have a personal interest in a case step back. And why do they do that? Because they want the judiciary to seem independent, that judges are making rulings based on the law and not their personal opinion. If that doesn't happen, Chief Justice John Roberts worries, then the court loses its power to give rulings and have people believe in them.
John, confirmation hearings for Ketanji Brown Jackson wrapped up yesterday. What should we take away from those hearings?
It looks like she's going to be confirmed, which means that Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson would be the first black woman on the Supreme Court. That's the most important thing. Otherwise, the hearings basically are like they've been going in recent years, which is they were more political than they were legal.
And John, yesterday marked 1 month since the war in Ukraine began. You have an interview with the former ambassador to Ukraine. What should we take away from that conversation?
I'm hoping to find out from her what she's hearing from her sources inside Ukraine. And also, the battle has changed a little bit. It looks like the Russian march for Kyiv has slowed. They might be moving to the eastern part of the country. Does that mean that they have limited their aims? And if that means Russia is less ambitious in Ukraine, what would the Ukrainians accept as a part of a peace deal?
All right, John Dickerson, thanks as always for your insight. Sounds like it's going to be a jam-packed show on Sunday, and you can see that interview this Sunday at 10:30 on Face the Nation. John Dickerson will be filling in for Margaret Brennan.
And after that, stick around for Facing South Florida with Jim DeFede at 11:30 right here on CBS 4.